Hi everybody, it's Kyle. Today I want to talk about something that kind of hit me square between the eyes quite a few years back when my two sons that are on the spectrum were very young. And it's this. Just because it's a well-beaten path doesn't mean it's the right path. And let me explain what I mean by that. When I first found out the first of my two sons was on the autism spectrum, I made the mistake of assuming that if I worked hard enough and got him the right therapies and did everything I was supposed to do, that maybe somehow I could fix him. And that's the information I reviewed and searched and worked hard at for the longest amount of time early on. I was determined that I was going to figure out what I needed to do to bring him back to typical, or as close to typical as possible. And I've spent a lot of time and effort and read a lot of books and spent tons of money and was really running down this well-beaten path. I think a lot of us run down this well-beaten path that was ultimately the wrong path. And I'm really grateful that my wife really, I guess, at a tipping point in our lives, I was so determined to fix him and to solve the problem, or what I thought was a problem, that I had really expended all my resources in all my areas, and our family was suffering, and my relationship with my wife was suffering, and my relationship with my typical kids was suffering, and I was suffering in business, and I had such laser-like focus on fixing the issue that I was letting all these other balls drop. And so my wife came up to me and said, "I think it's time for you to stop trying to fix our son, and we need to fix our family." And it was kind of eye-opening for me at the time, because it made me rethink the path I was on. And that path was solving the problem of him being on the spectrum. And the reality was I needed to solve the problem, which was our family was suffering because I was spending so much time and energy on that one problem that I wasn't focused on making our family a happy family and a loving and kind family and fixing us. And so turns out that was really what we needed. We needed to fix our family. And once we started doing that, we started to see great success inside of our family. There was a lot more love, there was a lot more kindness, there was a lot more happiness and joy. And our son didn't change. And a few years later, it turns out we have a second son on the autism spectrum. Those boys didn't really change. What changed was we took a different path, and that path happened to be the right path. And I kind of shudder to think what may have happened to our family had I decided to keep running down that well-worn path, which is the path of trying to fix the autism. And so I want to challenge you today to take a look at the path you're on. Hopefully you're on the right path. But just because it's a well-worn path and a lot of people are running down it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the right path for you. So it may take a little extra effort to review what you're doing and what's going on. But one of the red flags can be the results. If you continue to suffer and you continue to have difficulties and nothing seems to change for you, it may be time to look at creating a different path for yourself, a path that can lead to happiness and joy and lead you to becoming the parent or the caregiver that child needs you to be. And so I challenge you, like I said, to look at your path, see what kind of results you've got, and if as well-worn as it may be and as committed as you are to that path, there may be a chance that path may not be the path you should be on. So take a look at it, take a good long critical look at it and decide for yourself. I want you to know that we made a big change in our lives, and it meant not only did we change our approach to our family, but I had my own business at the time, and we shut that business down and moved across the country because we knew that was what was best for our family. I took a dramatic pay cut. We did as a family. We risked everything to come to Boise, Idaho, because we knew the services here were fantastic. We did a lot of research, and our family is much happier now, and we experience a lot more joy because we made a hard, critical look at what we needed to do to become the very best family we could be. And so I challenge you to do that and take a look at it. Let me know the results. Let me know what happens. I want to hear about this. I want to hear what you're thinking. I want to hear how it goes. And give me some good feedback. So hopefully that's helpful. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.